I acknowledge that boundaries are deeply complex and challenging. I trust that we as humans are all figuring out the best boundaries for the wellness of our minds, bodies, and spirits. I understand that my boundaries, or lack thereof, are serving my needs of connection, belonging, independence, peace, or rest in the best way that I know how. I am recognizing that my boundaries, or lack thereof, may not be serving my highest good. I remember that the nuance and challenge of boundary work is part of our common humanity. I remember that when I struggle with knowing, communicating, or maintaining my boundaries, that this is the natural order of being human, and that I am not alone. I cultivate my awareness and attention of my emotions. My emotions are feedback, and I do my best to allow them to speak to me without judging them. My emotional intelligence is expanding. My self-awareness is deepening. I cultivate my awareness and attention of the sensations in my body. My body is constantly speaking to me, and I do my best to listen and care for it without judgment. My body knows what it's like when I am in my integrity. My spine knows my dignity. I can practice taking up the full space of my body. I am grateful for my body wisdom. My awareness of self is illuminating. I inquire with my emotions and bodily sensations when my boundaries might have been crossed. I understand that boundaries are fences, limits, and protections of what may need to be protected. I respect that boundaries are personal to each of us, and that it's okay for me to have different limits. I explore and honor what my limits are, and I allow them to shift if it feels right. Good fences make good neighbors, and I maintain my fences to respect myself and to respect others too. My needs are as important than others' needs. I take responsibility and agency to get my needs and values met. I trust grown and independent others to take responsibility and agency over their needs and values. I let go of managing others' feelings and needs. I said I let go of managing others' feelings and needs. I accept that boundaries are uncomfortable. While guilt and even shame don't feel good at all, I accept that these emotions may be a part of the boundary work that I have to do. I feel these hard feelings without denying, repressing, or judging them. I ask for help and support from consenting others to process my guilt or shame. I choose to give from a place of compassion and integrity rather than guilt, obligation, or fear. Taking space and changing interpersonal dynamics can be really challenging, though I am here for it in service of my highest good. I am constantly growing and learning how to meet my needs and values in more kind and integritous ways. Knowing, communicating, and maintaining my boundaries is a practice in self-compassion. With compassion for myself, the love I give to others is deepened. So I choose again and again to give and receive from a place of compassion and integrity rather than guilt, obligation, or fear. I do my best to respect others' boundaries even if I don't understand them. I don't have to understand others' boundaries in order to respect the protections and fences that they put up. I respect others' boundaries the way I'd like others to respect mine. I respect that boundaries are personal to each of us, and that it's okay for me and others to have different limits. I explore and honor constantly what my limits are and allow them to shift if it feels right in my body. Great fences help make great neighbors, and I maintain my fences to love myself and to love others too.